I've got a family that, on the insurance side of it, probably epitomizes why we do this. We'd seen them when they were turned 65. They were both in extremely good health. Um, and had didn't really have much of a history of health problems, but we were visiting with them and found out her father had Alzheimer's. Had spent time in a nursing home, had completely wiped out every nickel that they had.
Yeah.
Um, and we just had a conversation, ended up with life insurance. This was over about a 4-year time span, probably. Ended up, because that's the nice thing too. We're not pushy, we're pulley. So we'll, here's the need. You tell us if you want to fill it.
We're just here to help out.
Exactly right. So ended up with life insurance, with Medicare supplement plans, and with long-term care. And several years later, gosh, it was probably 10 years later, the gentleman was diagnosed with cancer. And that just started a downward spiral over the next 4 years of cancer after cancer after cancer. He ended up, I think it was 4 different types of cancers, had 2 surgeries, had chemo, had radiation, all that garbage. While all this was happening, his wife also got Alzheimer's. And to probably the worst case of it I'd ever seen in my life. It was really, really sad. So here he is, sicker than a dog from the cancer treatment, and would have had to take care of his wife also. How does that work? It doesn't. But fortunately, with their long-term care, their home health care plan, we paid for a nurse to come in, and so he was getting better. She was getting taken care of, so they didn't have to institutionalize her yet. And then sadly, he just progressed worse and worse, and so did she. But then they ended up going to an assisted living. We paid for all that. And then she got too much to handle even there. But in this facility, there was a wing that was an Alzheimer's wing. So even though maybe they weren't in the same bedroom, she was down the hall.
Right.
And so long story short, I know his doctor and hospital bills, he went up to Mayo Clinic, were over $1 million. And their long-term care expenses were probably around $200,000. So let's say 1.2, 1.3 million, they owed absolutely nothing out of their pocket.